wanted to talk a little bit more about the mental process of composing and also about your habits as a composer. Okay. So how do you find your patterns of writing developing over time, like both your disciplinary patterns and also your patterns of finding things that you want to compose?
Well, thank God it's getting easier. I mean, I used to just be tortured. Every piece was like reinventing the wheel. Mm-hmm. And it still is, which I think is actually very important, that I still feel like I'm starting something completely different every time I write a piece. But I do, I think I've gotten into better habits lately of writing that make my life a lot easier. I write at the same time every day, wake up, and I write, and it's the first thing that I do, even if I just do it for 10 minutes.
Right.
And that was very important because I think that just psychologically, it's so easy just to like do the dishes and then answer email and do all these other things,
Yeah, I know.
And then that becomes, if you're doing that first, it's almost like you're saying that that's the most important thing in my life. Whereas if I get up and I write, I'm saying to myself, okay, even if I don't have time to really do anything brilliant or anything at all, really, it's still, this is the most important thing to me right now. So realizing that was a big step forward for me.
How did you get to that?
I think it was just going through college and having this crazy schedule and realizing that was not working. Like writing 2 pieces and then realizing that I couldn't, this was not a sustainable thing. So getting out of school and I worked from home and having just the freedom to make my own schedule was a great thing.
You mentioned that you used to feel like you were basically reinventing the wheel. Well, how do you balance, as a composer with all of this history behind you, how do you balance what you want to say and how you want to innovate with what's gone before and what you want to quote and reference?
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. I used to feel that the weight of history very much more so every time I was writing something, especially if I was writing something for orchestra or string trio or these things that have these huge, this long history and all these brilliant pieces. But now I think that I've come to a place where I can honor my influences, but still not feel bound by them or confined by them. And I really don't think about history when I'm writing. I think it's very much a subconscious kind of thing.
It's what brought you to this point that allows you to write further. How do you find